I want to welcome you to church this morning. If you're in the foyer, welcome you to come in. If you're here in a seat, would you stand as we sing together? Welcome to the house of the Lord this morning, and when we think of coming to the house of the Lord and worshiping and praising God, we don't worship God because of us, right? We worship God because of Him, right? We worship God because of who He is, and we come to the house of the Lord because we have chosen to follow Jesus, because we know whom we have believed, and we're gonna sing a few songs about declaring what it is that we believe.
Turning back.
slate up on the screen there, you'll see a responsive reading. So if you would join with me, I will read the leader part and you can read the congregation part. Article 12, Society and State. God, in his mercy, established government to promote the well-being of all people. God requires governments to uphold and bless what is good, and to restrain and punish what is evil. Empower us to obey all laws that do not conflict with the word of God. Give us your compassion as we move forward, and stand with all the victims of violence and evil. Help us to be peacemakers who live the way of Jesus by seeking reconciliation, justice, forgiveness, and the love of enemies. Help us to be truthful and gracious in all we say, never needing to swear oaths to prove our truthfulness, but letting our yes be yes and our no be no. The citizenship of believers is in God's kingdom, and this allegiance is above all others. Lord, help us seek the peace and well-being of our country, but reject patriotic loyalties that challenge and tempt us away from your call. To seek your kingdom and your righteousness, help us to live worthy of our heavenly citizenship, for it has been purchased for us with the price of the blood of Jesus. Thank you.
Thank you, Kirsty and Josh and Eileen, for leading us in worship through song this morning. Good morning. My name is Jeanette Weens, and I just want to reiterate just a welcome to you this morning, whether you're here in person with us or joining us online. We're just really glad to worship together with you. As some of you know, I have recently joined the staff team here as an intern in our music and worship ministry. And that means that for the next couple of years, I get to be a learner in a more intentional way within this body of believers. I feel really grateful for this opportunity, and I've really enjoyed the first few weeks. We've got a great staff team here and just enjoying spending a bit more time with them. So I just want to say while I'm up here, thank you to my church family for welcoming me into this new role and giving me space and grace to grow. I'm really looking forward to what God has for me in this space. And I'm also really excited about the schooling that I'm doing. So if you want to learn more about that, come and ask me about it, because it's pretty neat. This morning I have the opportunity to share a few highlights from our PCC community. The first is that our church leadership has begun the process of discerning whether and what sort of next steps might be required to accommodate for the growth that we're experiencing in our congregation. So we haven't outgrown our space yet, but the elders would like to start this conversation early so that down the road, we as a body are better equipped and prepared to continue welcoming others to journey with us in kingdom living. So to that end, on Sunday, October 19th, the elders are hosting a lunch and discussion time after the service. Everyone is invited. They would really like to hear your voice. And childcare will be provided. They just ask that you RSVP. So you can register at pcom.ca/growth and let them know you're coming. And then in the meantime, the elders are asking us together as a congregation just to be praying about the process, that God would guide us, that he would lead us in unity and in his wisdom as we navigate that discussion and what he has for us. And the second item I want to highlight is for all the singers in our midst. This past week, we had our first choir practice of the season, but it's not too late to join if you're interested. On our missions weekend in October coming up, our choir and the choir from Mission Pentecostal Church are going to join together and lead the music and worship time in that morning. So it's going to be so much fun. We'd love to have you if you're interested, including youth. I know there's a few of you that love to sing, and you're more than welcome. We'd love to have you. So if you're interested and you want to know more, you can contact me. Our next practice is going to be this coming Saturday at 6 p.m. in the gym, which is where the MPC choir normally practices. So looking forward to that. I'm going to turn the mic over to Kirsty for our missions moment. And as she comes up, kids, it is your turn to be dismissed. So ages 3 to pre-K can go out the back to the right and down the hall to the little Sprouts classroom. And then kindergarten to grade 3, you'll head up out the back and then upstairs to our children's ministry area.
Hey, my name is Kirsty. I am part of the Missions and Mobilization team. As Jeanette alluded to, our missions weekend is October 24th to 26th. If you've been in this church for always and forever, this may feel odd to you. It is a week later than usual, so just keep that in your minds and on your calendars. Hopefully next week all the information will be in an insert in the bulletin, so it's coming to you, but please put those dates in your calendar, October 24th to 26th. This morning we have the privilege of having Laverne Pratt with us. Our missions and mobilization team had dinner with her the other night and heard all about her ministry in Panama, and we thought, you know what, you guys should know too. And so yeah, she is here to share with us this morning.
Thank you so much. It is a pleasure to be here, and I bring you warm greetings from Panama. One of my favorite verses is Ephesians 2:10. For we are God's masterpiece, created anew in Christ Jesus, to do the good things that he planned for us long ago. For much of my life, I did not feel like a masterpiece. I was constantly criticizing myself and having a poor self-image. And when I finally understood that I was a masterpiece, that our Creator had spent so much time and thought in creating me and in each one of you, that was just something really special. And so when I look across all of you here, I see masterpieces that God has